We're too involved with all this nonsense of how are people going to get fed, and how are when we have the ability to do those things, we're too tied up in crazy political arguments to even know what our true destiny is that we as a species will be working towards. This is a minor thing, this money system. We can clear it up. We have to do it now. We should do it now.
The last question is, in the Congress, there are people that have been funded by lobbyists. How do you settle this if you're putting the Fed power inside of Congress?
We don't have any lobbyists.
I know you don't.
We're just approaching people with the truth. That's my book, The Lost Science of Money, which people can get at a discount at our website, the website monetary.org. And you can also get the free iPods and hear all these things there, and lots of free articles there, beautiful stuff there that we've given over the years. We're confident that we're going to win because, first of all, we're right. Secondly, America has great potential for goodness, which most of the people believe in.
I agree with you.
Even though it doesn't always pan out that way. You know what I mean?
Yes, I do.
So we've got that, and we have to keep that. And the Rush Limbaughs, the Becks, all those creatures that public radio is always talking about, that's the only place I hear about them. All these creatures that are doing their utmost to get us to hate our government, well, that game is over. That game is over. They're only aiming at the lowest. And after we saw this horrible shooting in Arizona, and we saw the reaction of those same people, they're just trying to keep the worst element of their audience.
I totally understand what you're saying, and I agree with you. But there are still a large amount of people that have very good sound reason to be suspect with regard to government activities, and that's okay.
Sure, of course it's okay. You got to be careful.
You have to be mindful.
We want to be careful, and so this law is going to have all sorts of safeguards in it. You're seeing there on the website the 14-page version. There's, as it develops, and people make suggestions, and wouldn't this be a good idea? Wouldn't that? We're open to those. And not that it's important that we are. I'm sure the congressman is open to those too. And this is an open process. What we're not open to, what I'm not open to, is disinformation. I have no patience with disinformation, and in connection with that, I have no confidence in the people who are telling us, "Oh, you'll never get it. Oh, you can never do it. Oh, it'll never happen," and then they go and promote something even more difficult. I've got no. You know who Sun Tzu was, right?
Yes, absolutely. The Art of War.
Okay, you remember he tells everybody, "Here's the best way to win against an opponent." Remember?
Yes.
You remember what it was?
That's what the whole book's about.
Yes. Well, it comes down to one thing. Convince your opponent that they can't win.
Yes, exactly.
And that's what's going on in our country in a big, big way, that these creatures who are affecting public psychology are working at convincing everybody, oh, it can't work, you can't win. Whenever I hear that, I think, here's another one.
That's very astute. I agree with you.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure.
That's
I want to see you when I get to California. I'll take you to lunch if you like.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have been talking with, learning from, and listening to Stephen Zarlenga, the co-founder of the American Monetary Institute and the author of The Lost Science of Money, The Mythology of Money, The Story of Power. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Kim.
My pleasure.
Thank you. We need help like this.
My pleasure.